Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We're back here in Elm Creek with Grober Games. So last episode we finished picking rock in our new field. We got that all situated. And it looks like the sky's finally starting to clear after all that rain. So I got the 4840 already hooked up to the drill here. I'm hoping we got enough seed to get us by. And I decided we're gonna plant all beans in the two of our fields we got now. And I can't remember if we had another. Well, it does not look like I had another pallet of seeds sitting over here, so we may have to run to town and get some, but I think we should be fine for the most part. Our chickens are doing well yet, so are our sheep. Unfortunately, the only thing that's not doing well yet is our bank account. Oh, I guess I forgot that I forgot we haven't worked our other field yet, so let's hop into the class here. For some reason I thought we had both fields work, but it's been about a week since I last played from recording, so and then I've been playing on the No Man's Land series a little bit more than I have on this one, just because it's something new and different. And if you haven't checked that series out, I strongly suggest you go check it out. It's got a lot more two-wheel drive equipment and older equipment we're using in there, and it's been going pretty decently so far, if I have to admit. I'm very excited about it, even though doing logging's not my favorite task to do in the game, but we've had enough mixture of farming and logging that it's been kind of fun to me, and it's been a little relaxing to do it. So, but we'll get our regular tires on along with our weighted weights, so that way we have enough traction. Hopefully that'll be fine. Hopefully you don't have any issues. I just know the other times I've edited the tractor that we've had issues with the front weight dropping down into the pit, which is kind of a goofy thing. So yep, dropped off, but smart enough to realize that the little board there will save it. So, and I know we got some repairs to do to our tractor, but unfortunately right now we can't really afford to shovel out $2,000. So we're gonna head on out back here, get the tillage going and get that all wrapped up, and then I guess what the plan is for this episode is we're gonna try to get our beans in for sure. Is the biggest thing that we gotta do here. You know what? It's kind of weird. Like, I just realized, like, the lighting is completely different on here between No Man's Land, and like I said, I've been playing that, getting videos together for that series quite a bit more a little bit lately, especially since it's a little something different from our hard economy play here. It feels like, granted, we're making progress in that series, but it's also kind of a slower progress as well. It's kind of got like a hard economy feel to it, just because we can't easily go pick up a bunch of contracts and make a bunch of easy money, but the logging takes quite a bit of work to do in there, it seems, and just with all our smaller equipment, everything's just taking a little bit longer. Might have to redo that edge over there. I don't think I quite got close enough. But right now, yeah, I'm a little distracted, so it's a little distracted, so I'm not getting right up to the field border like I should be. So we're gonna get this stuff all knocked out here, get this all tilled for this episode, and then we're gonna get all our beans in. And then, gosh darn it, I keep getting a little too far away from the edge. I just need to realize I gotta overlap a little more. But we're gonna get all our tillage done, and the other main goal is that we're gonna also get our second round of fertilizer on the two bean fields. That way we'll be done for spring planting. And what I would like to do, I think that'll be it for the month of April, to be honest with you, and then we'll we got time, we'll go into the next month and see what's going on. I'm sure we'll have weed control we'll have to take care of here, so we'll plan for that. And then we'll probably have to help a few of our neighbors out. Well, I shouldn't say have to. We'll probably help a few of our neighbors out to get our pockets a little bit fuller, and then we'll have to keep an eye on our spinnery that we bought over the winter. And I think what I would like to do, I think I would like to invest into a large sheep barn for our next purchase after we buy another piece of ground. I think we need to buy one more piece of ground before we expand our sheep production, so that way we can feed into our spinnery a lot better. Because right now the only reason our spinnery is going to be producing so well is when we bought it from Juan. He sold us all the material he still had left in it, so we got quite a bit of material in there, and if we're lucky, maybe we can find a few neighbors that we can help with a cotton harvest, and we'll be able to feed that into there as well. But as of right now, we just got our one little sheep pen, and I think buying a large one will help us out a lot. But I want to buy field 52 next is the main goal, because there's plenty of grass there, and with what we're going through for grass right now, I think if we buy that and just mow the borders, I think we'll be fine for grass for both sheep pens, even if we keep mowing around the borders of our fields. Because that's kind of why I went for field 51, because there's still a good amount of border there that we can make use of. And we can stockpile the grass bales underneath our lean-to yet, that like we have been. And that way we'll be able to, and hopefully what I would like to ultimately do is after we buy the big sheep pen, is sell off our medium-sized one, and then put another larger one up as well. And then I think that would be more than enough to keep our spinnery busy, that we wouldn't need to have to worry about doing cotton as well or anything like that. But we'll have to see what happens in the meantime, because another item might come up for sale, and we might want to purchase it as well. But I think right now we're sitting pretty good for equipment wise and such. I honestly would like to buy a bigger seeder. There's nothing wrong with the seeder we got. It's just that with us getting more ground here, we're gonna be starting to get to the point where I think we might actually be more focused on a lot of our own stuff for a bit there. Like, we'll still have time to do a few contracts here or there, don't get me wrong, but we'll just have enough of our own stuff that we'll be busy with that we might not have time for contracts as often as we used to. But that still seems to be like a little ways away, it feels like to me. And our equipment's starting to show its wear, if you haven't noticed yet. I can't believe how fast our Amazon disc harrow here has started to show its wear, it seemed, in the last few times we've used it. But we have really got our money's worth out of it, especially with the few tillage contracts we've done. But that's the plan for this episode, so we'll hop right into the time lapse here, and we'll see how far we get this session. So we'll see you guys in a bit.
I was on a mission, I was on a We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday. Nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the crowd. Everybody's jumping around. Yeah, that's the place where I wanna be. Going on stage, headline on a Saturday night. Oh, 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 Saturday night. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna quit my job. Never wanna have no boss. I just wanna play my rock and roll like they do on the radio. Tommy's got brand new drums, and I still have my old guitar. And John said this next song's gonna be real good, if you know what I mean. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be.
Alright, everyone, I think this is we're going to start wrapping this episode up. I'm going to get the other field fertilized tonight yet. I'm starting to realize we might be getting to the point where we might want to start upgrading some of our equipment size, because it took us quite a bit of time to get both fields done with our little, what is it, 4-meter drill? Yeah, it's about 4 meters if I remember right. Granted, we did everything ourselves too, I mean, so if we, oh, keep the lights on here, just trying to toggle the cruise control. But it's starting to come to realization we might be getting to the size where we might want to start thinking about upgrading our equipment size, but I don't think there's really a drill out there that at least this tractor can handle, really, not that I know of. That would be like 6 meters wide or a little bigger. It's hard to say, to be honest with you. Take the width down there so we can save on some fertilizer. But we're gonna knock all this stuff out tonight yet, so that way it's done. And when we come back to our next episode, we'll be starting in a fresh new month for us. And it looks like we're supposed to get rain overnight, which is gonna be great for our beans, because that way they'll be able to germinate and have enough moisture to get started at least. So do I have to, kind of hard to tell. The lighting on this 48 isn't that nice. And I know on our 4840 we're pretty spoiled. We got some aftermarket LEDs on there, and those LED lights really do make a night and day difference for how much lighting you get in the dark as well. But you know, the one thing I'm grateful for right now is that we had just enough, we had more than enough seed to get everything we wanted planted this season at least. And we are just a little under $1,000, which is really pushing it right now for us to even think about like invested into more seed or even fertilizer for that matter. We don't even have enough money to invest into fertilizer. And get the width back out again, maybe. Yep, looks about right. It's hard to tell though. It's getting dark real fast now. I don't think that's the right width. We'll when we get to the other end, we'll check it out again. Actually, nope, it is the right width. Okay, doesn't feel like it, but yeah. So we're gonna wrap this episode up here. I'd like to thank you all for watching today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe so you can stay up to date for the latest Hard Economy Elm Creek series. Above all else, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And most of all, thanks for watching.